There's a breathing practice that you might not really think of as pranayama, but it's a very effective breath to use, particularly when you're going to something like a handstand. Or I like to use it if I'm going into a lunge position from standing. So I might stand toward the back of my mat, arms by my sides, step my right foot forward and raise my arms up. Ha! So the ha breath is interesting for a whole bunch of reasons for me. I like it as a tool to raise our fire. I tend to work a lot with, I would say, middle-aged women who are not necessarily great at expressing anger. Take it from a pro, not good at expressing anger. So it can be uncomfortable, but a really fantastic way to feel powerful and feel like you have voice. So Udana Vayu would be very triggered and cleared by using the ha breath. It's also a great way when you're thinking about beginners to help them to understand how the belly should move as we exhale. Because most people in the West particularly really don't understand how to breathe properly. We breathe in a shallow way, very anxious, and we don't really engage the belly. That's why we have so many lower back problems. We don't know how to engage the belly as we exhale. So when you're doing your ha breath, it's good to first practice it in slow motion. So, and really feel what it is to pull your belly towards your back as you exhale. You might get your students to put their hand on their belly and to feel the contraction of the abdomen as we exhale. The other thing that I find really useful to do to get people to understand this is make a complete fool of myself by fake laughing. Because in that fake laughter, you have the belly drawing toward the back. So really the ha breath is one protracted, long ha from a laughter. So, ha! It's like a karate chop. Sometimes I'll also use it if we're doing something like, imagine downward dog against the wall. So you've got your hands at waist height. You step backwards. You've got this L shape, feet under hips, spine fairly straight, arms out. If you were to then take your right foot up like a little flamingo leg, belly needs to be stable, right? If you're going to take that into warrior 3. So as you press your right foot back, you might use your ha, 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 and feel the power of that from the core of your being, as opposed to power coming from the contraction of muscle here. Ha, right? Play with it in your practice. Notice the times when it's useful to you. I would say primarily it's about fire. So you would use it in those more linear postures that require power. Handstand, downward dog. Go from cat to downward dog, or be in cat, hover your knees. Bring your hips up. Ha, hover. Ha, hover. And feel yourself getting the clarity. It's like you're taking that fire and you're flushing through your meridians, flushing through the veins and the arteries, and clearing the passageways of your body and your mind. Play with it. The counter to that, because you don't want to walk out completely fiery, is then to cool and calm, whether you practice a more lunar pose, which would be lateral stretching, something with legs wide. Or maybe you're going into a meeting where you need your fire. Hold on to it. You don't have to counter it. I hope you enjoy playing with that ha breath. I wish for you peace. Om Shanti. Namaste.